Logan Paul just made more than $3.5 million of nearly pure profit selling what's basically some bits and pixels. Bits and pixels that can't be replicated, known as NTFs to be a little bit more specific. But what does that even mean and how is it worth millions of dollars? So let's talk about what NTFs are, how they're worth any money at all, and how they may impact all of us in the future. So starting off, what is an NTF? Well, it stands for a non-fungible token. But what does that even mean? It sounds like a made-up word, fungible. Fungible means the ability of a good or an asset to be interchangeable with other identical individual goods or assets of the same type. Breaking that down a little bit more, an asset that is fungible is the best kind of asset to use in a trade. A prime example of a fungible asset is cold, hard cash. If someone gives you a $100 bill and you give them back 520s, no one gains any money, no one loses any money. That's because cash is completely fungible. The same thing would be true if you gave me an ounce of gold and you gave me a different ounce of gold back. They're both worth the same. Boom, fungible. Another fungible asset is something like commodities, like corn or wheat, other just interchangeable things. A non-fungible asset is one that cannot be substituted identically for one another. If me and you were to trade cars, even if that car was the exact same model, the exact same year, it would not be fungible because one could potentially have some manufacturer defect, or maybe yours rides a little bit better, but the gas in that car would be fungible. Other more traditional non-fungible assets include real estate, artwork, and now specific encrypted digital tokens. Now, a token in this case isn't like your normal everyday Chuck E. Cheese token. In this case, it refers to a digital certificate stored on a distributed database known as a blockchain. The exact same way your favorite cryptocurrency is stored with a system of public ledgers that can prove the legitimacy of any individual token. So an NTF is a non-substitutable digital asset that is publicly verifiable. That's a long way of saying you can own a digital asset. This means that with the exception of being hacked, it's a way to hold an asset in the digital world where typically things are 100% reproducible, a true way to show ownership of something digital. Now, this really has been kind of blowing up with digital art and games, and the sales have become enormous for what is basically some code and some pixels. Here's a few huge recent sales. Let me pull it over to the computer here. So here's one. This digital artist, Beeple, raised $3.5 million in an NFT auction. So Beeple is known for creating at least one piece of digital art every single day, and I think he's at something like 5,000 days in a row. He made $3.5 million in a recent auction. Here's another one, an artist who copied a Banksy-style piece of art, got $900,000 in these digital NTFs. Here's another one. This is a person who does graffiti art who made an NTF version of some of his artwork and made just about $290,000 US. And there's actually entire marketplaces where you can buy these things. You can see there's digital art. You can even buy virtual real estate. There's games and digital cats and things like that you can own, and no one else can own this exact same asset as you. And here's what Logan Paul has done. He made an NFT that's basically a collector card for himself, kind of a Pokemon card for himself on this website Bondly. And here's a little bit more information on the deal itself. So basically someone who is buying one of these NFTs from Logan, there was 3,000 total NFTs available. They bought each one of these for 1 Ethereum coin each. And basically with the purchase of that, they would get this digital piece of art. Also, they would be a part of a drawing to win some very rare Pokemon cards, and they would get a shout out at the end of the live stream that they're holding where they're going to do the drawing for these Pokemon cards. Now the question is, why would anyone buy this? Well, I've read it explained that a purchase of these NTFs are basically an investment in Logan Paul. Basically, the more famous he gets, the more these NFTs would theoretically be worth. Plus, there's people just buying them because he's famous. Now, they'll keep increasing in value unless he keeps making more of them. And that may be pretty tempting after this recent payday that he just received. I think if anything, this is just an indication that blockchain technology is here and likely here to stay. I mean, things typically appear first on the fringes before becoming mainstream, and we're seeing it becoming more and more mainstream. Also, if you're interested at all in blockchain or crypto, or you maybe already have some crypto, this may be of interest to you. I recently partnered with this company, BlockFi, that is doing some pretty awesome stuff. It's basically a bank account that actually earns you some interest, unlike your real bank account that probably makes next to zero interest. So it's a crypto bank account. And basically how this works is if you have crypto, you can just transfer this in an account, and instead of not making money on your crypto, you earn interest, up to 8.6% interest on your crypto. And if you don't have any yet, you can make an account and you can get a whole bunch of free crypto. The minimum you can receive free is $15. If you just make an account, deposit $25, you get $15 in free Bitcoin. If you deposit $20,000 or more, you get $250 in Bitcoin, plus you earn passive income from your Bitcoin, and it's completely insured. It's insane. So your choice is either you have Bitcoin, you either make money from it, or you don't. It's pretty crazy. So I'll have a link in the description if you're interested in learning more about this. I'm pretty shocked at this program now that I've learned about what can be done with cryptocurrency. And I'll have more in-depth videos on this on the channel in the future. So that's going to do it for today. The question is, are the people who are buying these NFTs crazy, or are they onto something and it's too early to tell? So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.